Okay, with the condition to pay within 10 days. So this is the credit transaction of the business. There is a difference between cash transaction and credit transaction, which says that the payment has been delayed to the future date. Yes, the previous transaction that we have understood said that the 5,000 was paid immediately by Rajnikant, and here Rajnikant will pay the amount within 10 days. Yes, that means after 10 days, or no, not after 10 days, within 10 days. Yes, so then the next definition is, it is about an event. The definition is about event. The second definition in the concept of terminology of accounting, page number 11 in your textbook. Please, if you have it with you, you should pay attention in that. So event is recognized as an incidence. Event means a situation or result created from transaction. Transaction has its own explicit features. Yes? So far we have understood what does a transaction mean. Yes, which type of transactions are recorded in business, and what are the types of transactions? Yes, it is cash transaction and a credit transaction. The example for both of these we have also considered. Yes. Now event, they say, it is the result of transaction. Transaction is an act of business and event is the result of same. Yes, so the example said that you have sold goods of rupees 5,000 to Rajnikant. Yes, but you have purchased these goods for rupees 3,000. Obviously, to sell, you should have it with you at first. Yes. If you are having goods, only then you can sell those goods to the other person. This is the rule of business. Yes. So you need to purchase goods at first. Then you are going to sell it to a certain person. Yes. And obviously the selling price should be higher compared to the cost price to make profit. Yes. So obviously, if your cost price is 50, your selling price should be higher than 50. So consider the same example here, that the goods that you have sold to Rajnikant, let us find out when and for how much, for how much amount have you paid for the same. So you have purchased goods worth rupees 3,000, say. Yes, and you are going to sell these goods to Rajnikant for rupees 5,000. But before selling this, you have paid wages of rupees 500 after purchase of this goods. So basically, you have purchased these goods for rupees 3,500. Yes? So the cost price of the goods that you have sold is 3,500. And you have sold these goods for rupees 5,000 to Rajnikant. Yes? So what is the amount of difference between 5,000 and 3,500? Obviously, it is 1,500. And this is the result of a transaction. This is the profit, this is the amount of profit that you have made. Goods of rupees 3,500 have been sold for rupees 5,000. So the amount of difference here is 1,500. So this is the result of the transactions that have taken place. Yes, you can see this explanation presented in your textbook. The sales is of rupees 5,000. These goods have been purchased for 3,000 and wages have been paid rupees 500 for the same. So 3,500 is the amount what you have paid for the goods that you have sold to Rajnikant for rupees 5,000. So you are receiving 1,500 in excess, and this is the profit. So you can consider this as the cost price, this as the selling price and the difference as profit. So how did you get to know that this is the amount of profit? Yes, once you have obtained the result of all the transactions, that if I have sold goods of rupees 5,000 to Rajnikant, what is the amount that I have paid for the purchase of this goods? It is 3,500. And then I have deducted the amount, I have obtained the amount of difference, that is 1,500, and this is the profit. So profit is the result of the transactions that have taken place. And this result is said to be an event. Okay? That is the reason they say event means situation or result created from transaction. The transactions that have taken place, what is its result? The result is here. Yes? The result is profit, and that is an event. Yeah? So we have understood the definition of transaction, its types, and the definition of event in today's lecture. So further we have many more definitions to be understood that we are going to do in the lectures ahead. But before that, let us quickly revise whatever we have done so far in today's lecture. So obviously we have been doing chapter 1, that is accounting and its terminology. And as I said, this is the 5th lecture, and till today you have understood about the meaning and definition of accounting, its characteristics, advantages, objectives, and etc. etc. Then also there has been a lecture about the lecture explaining the meaning of transactions, the cash transaction, credit transactions, all the topics that we have done today were explained to you even in the previous lecture. Yes? But just because the terminology of accounting is an important topic, that is the reason that I have been repeating entire previous lecture in today's, I have taken that particular topic in today's lecture again. Yes, terminology is completely a separate topic, an important topic to be understood. And this is the reason I have taken it today again. I have also explained this in previous lecture, and I am also repeating this in today's lecture for a reason, just because it is extremely important. Yes? The features, characteristics, advantages, objectives, anything that you have understood so far are also important, but terminology is most important of all. It consists of many definitions, many new words that you need to learn and understand so that you can understand the practical sums that we are going to start ahead with this subject. Yes? If you are not aware with the basic concept of accounting, probably it is next to impossible for you to understand any of the chapters ahead. Like I have explained, giving you a very simple example, that if you aren't aware of the basic rules of mathematics, then it is not possible for you to solve any problematic sums given to you in the respective standards. Yes, you should know how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication at first stage to move ahead. Similarly, accountancy has been introduced for the very first time in standard 11th in the field of commerce that you have chosen. Yes? So the subject needs a perfect level of understanding and complete understanding in detail. Yes, just because this is the period of lockdown, or I can say only the schools have been closed for now. After once the lockdown has been opened, school is the most crowded place, and that is the reason the schools haven't been reopened yet. But education is equally important. So just to maintain its consistency, we have been learning the subject with the help of video lectures. Yes, just because for your bright future, I can say, for the future of the nation, for your betterment and everything. So it is extremely important that you go through all the lectures from the very beginning till end. Every lecture that you start watching, it is compulsory that you will see all of them in order and from the beginning till end. Yes, you should not even miss a single second. Yeah, because if you will miss anything in between, it is impossible to understand things going around ahead. Once that link is broken, it is difficult. Yes, so please study carefully. So we have had an introduction about the subject again in today's lecture, and we have revised the previous lectures, and also we have understood the definition, not the definition, yes, terminologies. In that, the definition of a transaction, the types of transactions, that is cash transaction, credit transaction, yes, what is the difference between these two, and finally an event, what event is. Yes, so we have understood these things. So you will go through this topic thoroughly, and you will study this properly. You will write down the definitions in your books if possible, and obviously you are having your textbook, yeah? So you will read this properly, you will write down the definitions, you will make efforts for its better understanding. Okay, so here we end our session for today. We'll see you all soon in the next session. Till then, stay home and study well.